Question number 12. Order. Andrew Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Commerce and Consumer Affairs and asks, what steps is the government taking to better protect consumers and promote competition?
The Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Mr. Speaker, I was pleased to announce today that Budget 2016 provides the Commerce Commission an extra $15.2 million of operational funding over the next 4 years. In the past 3 years, there has been significant legislative reform of 2 acts that the Commission enforces, the Fair Trading Act and the Credit Contracts and Consumer Finance Act. The extra funding will help ensure the Commission can even more actively enforce the recently reformed consumer and credit laws for the benefit of all New Zealanders. The last time the Commission's funding for general markets regulation was increased was in 2005. Budget 2016 increases it by 25%.
Supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
How else will this funding increase benefit New Zealand?
The Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Mr. Speaker, with this additional funding, we will see faster enforcement action to stop consumer harm caused by non-compliant businesses, such as those engaged in misleading practices or irresponsible lending. In one recent example, the Commission had succeeded in court action last week against a payday lender operating in a low-income community whose practices included charging his customers a 50% weekly fee. The Commerce Commission plays a vital role in enforcing competition law and responsible lending practices, working to ensure that New Zealanders, especially those in vulnerable circumstances, Mr. Speaker, are protected from businesses using dishonest practices and honest traders are able to compete on a level playing field. The additional funding will ensure the Commission's good work in areas like this continues and expands.
Supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Order.
How does this announcement...
Order. I haven't called the member yet. I was waiting for Mr Tabute to cooperate. Supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. How does this announcement support the government's national strategy on financial capability?
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Mr. Speaker, last year the government signalled that improving the financial capability or money skills of New Zealanders was a priority. The government can make a difference in 3 ways: through legislation, such as recent amendments to the Fair Trading and Credit Contracts and Consumer Finance Act; secondly, by ensuring those laws are properly enforced by a well-resourced Commerce Commission, as this budget ensures. But we also know when it comes to steering people away from being entrapped in a cycle of debt and poor financial decisions, properly enforced laws can only take you so far. The long-term challenge is to improve the money skills or financial capability of New Zealanders, and the Commerce Commission also plays an important role here by educating and informing businesses so that they are aware of their new obligations, and consumers so that they know their rights under the new laws. Thank you very much.
And that concludes questions for oral answer.